Here is 101 amazing facts about NFL that you can listen to while you fall asleep. The NFL began in 1920 as the American Professional Football Association, with just 14 teams, most from small Midwestern towns, before officially becoming the National Football League in 1922. The Super Bowl is the most watched annual sporting event in the United States, often drawing more than 100 million TV viewers, and is known for its halftime show almost as much as the game itself. Tom Brady holds the record for the most Super Bowl wins by a player, with 7 championships, a feat unlikely to be matched soon given the sport's physical demands and competitive parity. Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City Chiefs quarterback, is widely regarded as the face of the modern NFL, with his combination of passing talent, mobility, and creativity redefining quarterback play in the 2020s. The Lombardi Trophy, awarded to the Super Bowl winner, is made by Tiffany & Company, weighs about 7 pounds, and is valued at more than $50,000, though its symbolic value is far greater. The 1972 Miami Dolphins remain the only NFL team to complete a perfect season, going undefeated in both the regular season and playoffs, finishing 17-0 after winning Super Bowl VII. The NFL uses a salary cap system to ensure competitive balance, preventing wealthier teams from simply buying all the best players, although clever contract structuring still plays a huge role in team building. The Dallas Cowboys are often called America's team due to their massive national fan base, iconic cheerleaders, and decades of television exposure, even during seasons when their performance lagged behind expectations. The Buffalo Bills are the only team in NFL history to appear in 4 consecutive Super Bowls, 1990 to 1993, an incredible feat, but unfortunately lost all 4 games. Every NFL football is made from cowhide leather, produced by Horween Leather Company in Chicago, and each ball requires about 4 days to craft by hand before reaching the field. The NFL Draft, first held in 1936, has grown into a massive spectacle, with millions of viewers and elaborate primetime coverage each April, where college stars' careers can change in a single night. Bill Belichick is the winningest head coach in NFL playoff history, known for his meticulous preparation, defensive mastery, and famously short, no-nonsense press conference answers. NFL referees cover an average of 5 miles during a single game, constantly sprinting to maintain optimal position for calls, all while enduring intense scrutiny from fans and players alike. The Pittsburgh Steelers and New England Patriots share the record for most Super Bowl titles, each with 6 championships, cementing their place as 2 of the NFL's most successful franchises. The NFL's franchise tag rule allows teams to keep a key player for 1 more season while negotiating a long-term deal, often leading to tense standoffs between players and management. Some NFL players wear custom cleats during the My Cause My Cleats week to raise awareness for charitable causes, featuring intricate, hand-painted designs that often become collector's items. The Green Bay Packers are the only publicly owned team in the NFL, with over 500,000 shareholders, and their stock has no dividend value but immense sentimental worth to fans. During games, quarterbacks often wear tiny wristbands containing dozens of plays, allowing them to quickly select the correct one based on the situation without fumbling through memory alone. The NFL introduced instant replay in 1986, removed it in 1992 due to controversy, and reintroduced it in 1999 with refined rules, becoming an essential part of modern officiating. Super Bowl commercials are among the most expensive advertising slots in the world, with 30-second spots costing up to $7 million in 2025 as brands compete for cultural impact. The NFL combined tests college players' speed, strength, agility, and mental sharpness, with a 40-yard dash often considered the marquee event by scouts and fans alike. The Minnesota Vikings are named after the Nordic explorers, reflecting Minnesota's strong Scandinavian heritage, and their horn-blowing fans create one of the loudest home field atmospheres in the league. NFL players are fined for uniform violations, such as socks being too low or untucked jerseys, with the league enforcing strict dress codes to maintain brand consistency. Jerry Rice, widely considered the greatest wide receiver of all time, holds nearly every major career receiving record, including receptions, yards, and touchdowns, records set in the 1980s and 90s that still stand. The NFL's flex scheduling system allows broadcasters to swap out underperforming matchups for better ones late in the season to maximize viewership. Some stadiums, like the Kansas City Chiefs' Arrowhead, have broken world records for crowd noise, with decibel levels rivaling jet engines. The NFL has been experimenting with international games, hosting regular season matchups in London, Mexico City, and starting in 2025 Madrid as part of its global expansion strategy. The Detroit Lions and Cleveland Browns are the only current NFL teams to have never appeared in a Super Bowl, despite long histories in the league. Peyton Manning famously called Omaha as part of his pre-snap cadence, becoming so associated with the word that the city of Omaha, Nebraska, thanked him publicly. The NFL uses more than 2,000 footballs per season, with each ball inspected and approved by game officials before being used. Marshawn Lynch's Beast Quake run during the 2011 playoffs was so powerful that the crowd's reaction registered as a small earthquake on local seismographs. The NFL moved the extra point kick from the 2-yard line to the 15-yard line in 2015 to make the play more challenging and exciting. Deion Sanders remains the only athlete to play in both a Super Bowl and a World Series, showcasing his rare two-sport superstar ability. NFL helmets undergo rigorous safety testing, with new designs incorporating advanced padding and sensor technology to reduce concussions. Before every game, NFL teams provide referees with 24 footballs, 12 for each team, which are checked for proper inflation. The Washington Commanders' original name was changed after years of controversy, marking one of the most high-profile rebrandings in sports history. The NFL's red zone, the area between the opponent's 20-yard line and the goal line, is where teams score the most points and where defensive pressure is highest. Brett Favre started 297 consecutive games at quarterback, a record for durability in one of the most physically demanding positions in all of sports. The immaculate reception by Franco Harris in 1972 is one of the most debated plays in NFL history, with questions about whether the ball touched the ground. NFL kickers often practice in extreme weather simulations to prepare for conditions like snow, rain, or high winds. The tuck rule game between the Patriots and Raiders in 2001 changed playoff history and helped launch Tom Brady's legendary career. Ray Lewis, the Hall of Fame linebacker for the Baltimore Ravens, was known for his pre-game dance as much as his ferocious tackling. Some NFL stadiums, like the Las Vegas Raiders Allegiant Stadium, feature retractable natural grass fields that roll outside to get sunlight. The NFL's chain crew measures first downs with a 10-yard chain, a system that has remained surprisingly low-tech despite the league's embrace of modern technology. NFL cheerleaders have been part of the league since the 1970s, though not every team has them, and they often double as brand ambassadors and community outreach representatives. The New York Giants and New York Jets share the same stadium, MetLife, but play as separate franchises with distinct fan bases. The Pro Bowl, the NFL's All-Star Game, has experimented with different formats, including flag football, to make the event more entertaining. The Philadelphia Eagles' Philly Special Trick Play in Super Bowl 52 became one of the most iconic moments in recent NFL history. Players sometimes tape their fingers together to prevent injury while maintaining grip strength during play. The NFL schedule is now 17 games long, increased from 16 in 2021, with plans to potentially expand further. The Los Angeles Rams SoFi Stadium is one of the most expensive sports venues ever built, costing over $5 billion. The NFL uses GPS tracking chips inside players' shoulder pads to measure speed, distance, and positioning in real time. The Jacksonville Jaguars mascot, Jackson DeVille, is known for outrageous stunts, including bungee jumping into the stadium. Players sometimes wear heated benches and jackets on the sidelines during freezing games to prevent muscle stiffness. The NFL's longest recorded field goal is 66 yards, kicked by Justin Tucker in 2021, setting a nearly impossible standard for kickers. Some NFL players consume over 6,000 calories a day during the season to maintain weight and energy. The Chicago Bears have retired more jersey numbers than any other NFL team, honoring their long list of legendary players. The NFL once experimented with a glow-in-the-dark football for night games in the 1950s, but it was quickly abandoned. Players are randomly drug-tested during the season, sometimes immediately after games, as part of the league's anti-doping program. Super Bowl rings are custom-made for each winning team, often featuring hundreds of diamonds and personalized engravings. The Arizona Cardinals are the oldest continuously run professional football team in the United States, dating back to 1898. During extreme heat games, teams use cooling fans and ice towels on the sidelines to prevent heat exhaustion. NFL coaches often script the first 15 plays of a game before kickoff to establish rhythm, test the opposing defense. The NFL's 2-minute drill is a specialized hurry-up offense used at the end of halves, emphasizing quick plays and clock management. Every Super Bowl has its own logo, which is trademarked and heavily protected by the NFL's legal team. The NFL Films Archive contains millions of feet of footage documenting decades of games, practices, and behind-the-scenes moments. NFL locker rooms are equipped with high-tech recovery tools, from cryotherapy chambers to infrared saunas. Players who win the Super Bowl often appear on late-night talk shows the following week, becoming instant celebrities. The NFL's instant replay booths are now mobile command centers with high-definition feeds from dozens of angles. The Denver Broncos' mile-high stadium sits at 5,280 feet above sea level, giving the team a unique home field altitude advantage. NFL quarterbacks often study 20 to 30 hours of film per week outside of practice to prepare for opponents. The Seattle Seahawks' 12th man tradition celebrates their loud and loyal fan base, with the crowd noise often disrupting opposing offenses. During the off-season, many NFL players train in specialized facilities in Florida, Arizona, or California to take advantage of warm weather. The NFL's official football supplier, Wilson, has produced every game ball since 1941. Some players wear visors on their helmets to reduce glare, protect from debris, or add intimidation factor. The Oakland Raiders' move to Las Vegas marked one of the most high-profile franchise relocations in NFL history. NFL coaches communicate with quarterbacks via radio helmets until 15 seconds remain on the play clock. The NFL's concussion protocol requires independent neurologists to assess players suspected of head injuries before allowing them to return to play. Fans often tailgate in stadium parking lots hours before kickoff, turning games into full-day events. The Hail Mary pass, a desperate deep throw, was popularized by Cowboys quarterback Roger Staubach in 1975. NFL teams often have scout teams in practice to mimic upcoming opponents' play styles. NFL stadium turf can be natural grass, artificial turf, or hybrid blends, each with unique playing characteristics. Players sometimes write personal messages inside their gloves or on wrist tape for inspiration during games. The NFL's Monday Night Football has been a primetime staple since 1970, shaping sports broadcasting culture. Some NFL teams use virtual reality headsets to train quarterbacks and defensive backs on reading plays. The frozen tundra nickname for Lambeau Field comes from its notoriously harsh winter playing conditions. The NFL's wild card playoff format allows non-division winners with strong records to compete for the championship. NFL running backs can cover over 1,000 yards in a season, combining speed, agility, and sheer toughness. Some players keep mementos from every touchdown they score, like gloves or cleats, as personal trophies. The NFL's collective bargaining agreement governs everything from salary caps to practice schedules, shaping the league's competitive landscape.